Guys, watching Geek Semble, and today we're with another review on the channel. Today we're doing Witcher Series 1, Episode 1 to 4. So let's get on to it, and then we do Episode 5 to 8 next week, and then we get on to Series 2. So yeah, stick around for that. Anyway, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. This is the first time me watching this, so I'm a bit like, no idea who any of the names are, so this is going to go well. Anyway, let's get on to it as a noob reviewing this. The Witcher. So, there's a girl, and she's very important. We don't know what for, and especially in episode 4, I think the last thing we see of her is being in her mind sent to this sand place, or she actually got sent there. It's not really clear. I guess she just got sent there in her mind after she drank the juices of the tree, and it's like, who are you, or something like that. So we don't know why she's so important, but the legacy and legends are that her and the Witcher are so close and getting together. So yeah, there's that going on with her, and she's had to escape the castle. There's a tribe of people coming after them and killing her family, and she's on the run. Everyone that's tried to help her's died. She's literally on her own, met a friend, then got to this place. They're all fighting and dying. Then she's met a friend again, and then she got lost, sleepwalking, and then bam, we're in this tree place, and that's where her character really is at this point. I'm intrigued to see why she's so important, but I'm not that fussed about her character so far because we haven't really seen much of what she is, other than she can go and it make people can't move and struggle and get pushed back, you know. So there's that. Right, the person that's slouched like this, she's very interesting. She's very complex character, I find. You think she's good, but she's got an evil streak about her. There is definitely that. So she's been mistreated. She's been like that. She's getting bullied. The typical, oh, you look different. Let's bully her, push her down. She gets, I think when she's in the most dangerous place, she teleports. She got teleported to this guy once. They had a connection and went again. Then she gets in this farm, and then she gets beaten or whatever, and then she gets picked instead of a pig, and then she gets called Piglet for ages. She gets put to this woman, and this woman's very picking certain people to do certain tasks and teach them and train them and stuff like that. I find it quite interesting. This stuff really interested me throughout these 4 episodes, and the fact that then she started getting it on with the guy, and they were all watching, which was weird. Anyway, she was fed up of this. They had an argument, and she was having enough of being mistreated by the students and the teacher. The teacher was calling her Piglet and stuff like that and messing around and stuff. So she had enough of looking like this. So she went to someone to fix her up, get her face normal, fixed and stuff like that, and then went straight out to try and meet the king, because she was meant to meet the king and it was all a joke and stuff like that, and they were just taking mick. She went out there and went for the king, and they did not like that. That she went for the king, and the king didn't know anything, so he just went with her. So everyone's a bit iffy on her. Then she gets sent somewhere else, and the baby, of course, that baby dying was quite dark. And the woman going, oh, sacrifice, yeah, okay. That was very interesting to see, and her use them powers to stop that, try and get the baby to safety. She gets a dagger in her back and just puts it out there. The baby's dead. She did all that for nothing. So there is good in her, and there is morals, but she has got her mean, dark streak about her, and I'm very intrigued to see where that goes. With her character. That's her done. The girl done. Who else we got here? There was flashes to the girl's parents, I think. It wasn't very stated on the time travel aspect. It wasn't it wasn't stated it was a flashback. It kind of indicates because of the way they were dressed and stuff, but I didn't know any of their names, so yeah. Anyway, so I'm guessing the girl's parents, one of the girl's parents, her mom didn't like that she was going out with this guy. This guy looks different and like a hedgehog, really, a hedgehog. You know them hedgehogs you find on the street? Looks like one of those. Anyway, he's got a curse on him. Because they have a massive fight up, and eventually the witch is like telling the queen and stuff like that. It's basically she uses her powers to stop her mom from killing her boyfriend, and her boyfriend, because the queen's accepted it, gets his curse gone. His curse is gone, but she can't really control her powers, so she feels a bit ill. But yeah, I love that was interesting, but I was a bit like, don't really care about this. So there was that going on. So we got to see her mom kind of have them powers, and obviously the girl's gonna have them powers, which means when she has that kid, the Witcher should have been with her, but instead the Witcher went off. So there was no. So maybe he was meant to actually stop that fight from happening, but he weren't there because he didn't believe in like you have to do something, like it's fate. He doesn't believe in fate, and that's what they were discussing. So he went off, where everyone else is like, you're meant to be protecting the girl of this and that, you know. So yeah, that's that done. I think we're on to the final two characters. The guy with the I liked him. The guy who did the musical, that was just fun. He was reminding me of The Witcher being Shrek, and him being Donkey. Just annoying, weird, wacky. I loved it. And then The Witcher owed him a favour, so he had to do a thing for him. That's what I liked about him. He was the comedic aspect of this series. So he reminds me a bit of that Donkey Shrek vibe. Now we get into the main event, The Witcher. The Witcher is an awesome character we see fighting off straight from the very beginning scenes, and we see him very lonely and his last of his kind of like Doctor Who Last of Time Lord vibes, but also it's weird to see Superman as this character. But you know, the Witcher in this, of course, going off doing his own thing, but also being not welcomed in scenarios, and then getting told about this kid that he's gonna have to be a bond and look after and stuff like that. There's responsibility and fate that he just doesn't believe, and that's interesting going on. He's having to fight this woman in a castle that's all screaming. I didn't get that, so maybe someone can help me in the comments and explain that to me, because I am a noob. So yeah, that going on. I really liked his character. He's quite a grumpy guy, and like I said, when he has that singing guy, it reminds me of Shrek and Donkey vibes. And then when him getting the flashbacks, he's lived a very long life. I'm very interested to see where he goes next and what he does. He's a very fun, interesting character, but very strong and head on and strong with his beliefs. So yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on these characters and where the story's been heading. I would say there's not anything really other than some talking dialogues, just a bit, and they could have explained if it was a flashback a little bit more for me as a noob. But yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to give these 4 episodes out of 10 an 8.5. I will be reviewing the rest of series 1 next week, so stay tuned for that. But if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, get a little bell, and give the video a thumbs up because it really helps the video. But we don't just do Witcher, of course. We are going to do series 2 and series 1 now. But we do Marvel, DC, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Doctor Who, Rick and Morty, you name it. It's really supposed to be for a geek like me, so join the journey and subscribe. As always, I will see you guys in another video soon. Have a nice day.